Hello, Cancer. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the first half of March from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to the decks and creators that you see here today, Cancer. Cross-watchers, absolutely welcome to this reading. So let's begin. Let's take a look and see when it comes to a lost connection. That's what we're taking a look at here for this reading. And ultimately what's going on in their life since the separation. What could they possibly be thinking about you? And what is it that they want to say to you at this time? So let's take a look at that. Starting with the Divine Masculine Within My Head deck. This is by Fire Witch Tarot. And we'll pull one from the Journey to the Divine Feminine deck by Divine Moon Empress. And then lastly, you have My Heart, Soul Lovers, and Separation by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, so let's get started here. And let's grab your focus messages to get things started for your reading, Cancer. So for the masculine, what's in their head? What are they thinking? I like the attitude that you carry. So despite the fact that this is a lost connection, maybe there's a way for this masculine to still keep tabs on the feminine. And whatever attitude you're taking at this point in time, my feminines, during the separation, maybe they're really liking the confidence that you carry at this point in time or where you're at in your life. Okay, so let's add to that. Focusing now on the Divine Feminine. So feminines, where are you at on this lost connection journey? I'm guided to this one. Trauma wounds. Any type of sexual abuse which may cause depression, anxiety, and or anger as an adult. So here's the thing. This could have been past trauma for the feminine. Take that if it applies. But we do have a masculine here that's clearly saying, I like the attitude that you carry. So despite your history and whatever it is that you have endured in your life, you're able to perhaps overcome those obstacles and you're in a much better place based off of what's presenting itself here, or at least maybe you're working on that. Okay, so let's add to this, guys, with your third focus card. And that could certainly be what you are working on and healing from, my feminines. So again, take that only if it applies. I'm guided to this card. I am stuck in my pride and ego, feeling very frustrated and foolish. I know that my behavior has really disappointed you, but I'm even more annoyed with myself. Okay, so considering what is presenting itself here, and this card does have to do with the masculine, or I'm sorry, the feminine energy, the trauma wounds. And sometimes when we are dealing with depression and anxiety or anger issues, that comes through in how we conduct ourselves. Okay, and maybe you've had the opportunity to really assess how you've been, what your life's journey has been like, my feminines. And, you know, as it says, it's like, I know that my behavior has really disappointed you. If that is the masculine that you are addressing that message to. But I'm even more annoyed with myself. So for some of you, whoever relates to this, really, masculine or feminine, if you are annoyed and angry with yourself over things that you've done or said to your lost love, we'll take a look and see how the rest of the messages play off of that type of vibe, okay? All right, guys, so let's continue. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, for this lost connection. And for some of my feminines, this trauma could have also been as a result of this lost connection. So if that doesn't actually represent past energies and past trauma, and there was this relationship that traumatized you somehow, it might have something to do with that also. So we'll add to that, of course. We'll see what else. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer. We do have messenger, tweet, okay? So maybe you guys will eventually get back in touch with each other, or at least one of you will reach out to get the conversation started. It could be you, Cancer. It could, of course, be the other person. We do have on the horizon, so there's still a possibility of you guys working this out, for you at least to talk and interact. It's too soon to say whether this is going to result in a reconciliation or if you guys are going to get back together, but it does appear that there will be some sort of interaction face to face where you guys can at least either find closure or make peace with how things are in the connection, this lost connection. We do have standards and boundaries, okay? So since the separation, perhaps you guys have walls built around yourselves, particular boundaries that you would implement in the connection just so that you don't end up getting hurt. This could, of course, be a protective defense mechanism to protect yourself. We do have fire in my soul, inspiration. Perhaps this lost love of yours, Cancer, still inspires you somehow. And this for me can be not just related to your love life, but it could also be your career, your passions in life, what it is that you want to be able to do moving forward, something that you are truly passionate about, that feeds your soul, that feeds your heart with excitement. Getting up in the morning and being inspired to do something, to make a change, to make a difference. That can apply to every aspect of your life. Love life, career, your health, your other relationships with friends, family, whatever area you throw that energy into. We do have promise here. We do have a ring here. It always reminds me of an engagement ring. Could be a wedding ring for some of you. This could also represent perhaps promises that were kept at one point in time before you guys broke up, before the separation. This could, of course, represent where you guys are headed. It's on the horizon that there could be promises and vows that you make towards each other. We have cloud 9, okay? Maybe with this promise, whether it's an actual proposal or not, this could be how this person makes you feel or will make you feel once you guys overcome the difficulties of the partnership. But right now, it does say up in the air. So maybe you're just unsure. You're not certain, perhaps, the direction that you want to go. So I'm not surprised to see this pendulum, yes or no. Because right now it could swing either way. There's potential here though, Cancer, for you and your lost love to reconnect, for this partnership to grow and develop into something more solid if you're open to that. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's see what else you need to know. So we're going to pull from the Pining Rose Love Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for the first half of March for this lost connection. Is there a chance for you guys to work this out, to overcome the challenges? We have ghosted, so maybe you ghosted your person here. Could go either way. They might have ghosted you too. But if it was you, Cancer, that abandoned the connection, you ghosted them, you didn't want anything to have to do with them anymore. Maybe it's because they traumatized you somehow, they hurt you, they upset you. But look at this, guys. We've gotten messages. So remember how we have messenger, tweet. They could either reach out on social media or, of course, send you a text, an email, some form of communication here. It's on the horizon, so it's perhaps in the near future that you will receive this communication. We do have dancing through my dreams. Fire in my soul, inspiration. So again, whatever it is that you are dreaming of pursuing, Cancer, go for it. But it could also indicate here that you are either dreaming of your lost love or they're dreaming of you. Look at this. We have hurt followed by lies. So my feminines, that could have been what you either endured in your life in the past that really hurt you, that has caused you to feel depression, anxiety, and have anger issues in your adult life. That definitely needs healing. But look at this. Your lost love may very well reach out to you. You guys are heading for a celebration, happier times ahead. This reminds me of a celebratory toast. So if this does actually indicate an actual proposal of marriage, the two of you guys celebrating being able to move forward ahead of the obstacles and challenges. This is very Two of Cups and energy for me. So the attraction certainly is still there between the two of you. The partnership, the desire to come back, that's a possibility. Still feeling the connection, perhaps. And this person could actually be your soulmate. They really could be your soulmate here. So let's add to this and see what else you need to know. I'm going to set these guys aside so I have a little bit more room here. So they're coming through as a soulmate bond. Let's grab some tarot here with my tarot teacher deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. For this lost connection, is there a chance for you guys to really work this out? Yes or no, Cancer, it's totally up to you. You know, because the opportunity could present itself, but that doesn't mean you're going to go for it. It's up to you. The ball is in your court to decide whether you can accept them back. Look at this. You've got the sun, pure happiness right here, Cancer. It's such beautiful energy. You got the best card in the tarot deck. Okay, so I feel at one point in time you guys were very happy. You can have that again. You can reconnect. You can have a reunion here that might even lead towards marriage. Okay? I don't think this love story between the two of you is done. And then we've got the Lovers card right next to that. For some of you, maybe your person could be a Gemini, or you could have Gemini in your chart. The love here between the two of you, it still exists. This will give you guys the opportunity to revive the romance, the sexual attraction coming through. Things can realign itself with the Lovers card. There's always a choice and a decision that needs to be made. And I feel that choice, that decision, whether to bring this back together or not, it falls on you, Cancer. It's up to you. What way is this pendulum going to swing? Is it going to be swinging towards you with, a yes, or is it a no? And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Abundance, manifestation, money matters could be looking up for you as well. But that could apply to your person also. But in this relationship and this lost connection, it can represent an offer of marriage. It's truly stability here that's being offered. It's a solid offer from your lost love. It is, of course, up to you whether you accept it or not. And then we've got the Judgment card. This reminds me of a wake-up call, either for yourself, your lost love, or for both of you. It's almost as if you guys are waiting for this train to come for you, and if you both don't hop on, there goes the train. I feel it more so for your person, though, Cancer, that maybe they did something to upset you or, again, traumatize you, if you happen to be feminine watching for a masculine. But That could be reversed the other way too. So again, it's important to really take it for how it makes sense for your life. Because this is a card of desiring a second chance, of wanting to make things right, coming back together, wanting forgiveness for past hurts and traumas and shortcomings in the relationship. You know, this is also a card of self-evaluation, being able to look at yourself in the mirror, and this is something that your person needs to do too. And just be honest with yourselves. It's like, okay, this is what I did to contribute to the demise of this partnership. Oh, this is what I did. As long as you're both honest with yourselves and are able to really take responsibility for your own action as to why things played out the way it did, then that helps you guys to heal and move forward. Yeah. We do have the Eight of Swords, okay? So we've got fears, anxieties that are wrapped up in this energy of the Eight of Swords, which I feel has a lot to do with this card for the feminine. If you're feeling trapped in any way, shape, or form, at least mentally, you know, it could all be in your head why you're feeling that way. And this masculine might not even have anything to do with why you're feeling these trauma wounds, okay? Because it might not even be them that traumatized you. It could be a prior relationship. It could have been something from your upbringing. But if it did have something to do with the person that you are thinking about, my feminines, for this lost connection, that of course is something that you need to be able to address within yourself, face your fears, heal from it. Because this is somebody who might feel that they've been silenced, that they're powerless to do anything about a situation, or powerless to do anything in their life. And you're not powerless. You've got so much potential. So this card right here has a dual meaning. You have a lot of potential within yourself too. And it starts with you being able to find love for yourself. To be able to recognize the potential within yourself. And then we've got the Nine of Cups here, picking up off of your own water energy, Cancer. Satisfaction, emotional stability, wish fulfillment, okay? So what are you wishing for here? Is it a reunion? Is it wanting your lost love to return? Because that wish can manifest itself. This is you being able to realize your dreams and to bring it to fruition. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here, but you've got that Sun, which is so beautiful. So let's grab some cards from the Thinking Man Oracle. This is my volume 2 version. Let's grab some dialogue from the masculine here. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer. So my masculines, what is it that you want to say to the feminine? I crave you every moment of every second of every minute of every day. Look at this next message. Be with me. You are my only desire. So my feminines, if you've ever questioned whether or not your masculine still wants you and desires you, it's right here. I regret not telling you how very much I loved you. Is it too late for me to tell you now? So my feminines, it's up to you. Yes or no. Is it too late? It's your call. We have a masculine here saying, I need you to trust me. So if there were trust issues, if that is why you ghosted your masculine, for example, maybe they've changed. Maybe during this time of separation, they've worked on themselves. So that's something to be mindful of. You will always be my baby. And last message, I'm being divinely guided back to you. Will you take me back? Once again, yes or no, my feminines, it's your call. So we have a masculine here who wants to return, who wants so badly to be a part of your life again. But it's up to you. Okay? So let's grab some messages now on behalf of the Divine Feminine. This is my Woman's Intuition Oracle. So let's take a look at that. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Cancer. Oh, wow, look at this one. Let's agree to disagree. Or we can just have make-up sex. All right, so there could be certain points where you guys are just really not ever going to see eye to eye. But if you can come to some sort of middle ground, this could still be a potential that you guys can work this out. And just have some awesome make-up sex here, you know? So let's add to that. Twin souls reunite, okay? So for some of you guys, you might even feel that you are at a distance from your twin flame, and there is the potential for you guys to come back together. So my feminines, sometimes I wonder if I touched your heart in the way you touched mine. And I believe you have. You know, you absolutely have had such an impact on your masculine's life. Just love me for a lifetime. And you know what? They might just be thinking the same thing, wanting to make a promise to be a part of your life forever. And remember, you've got the sun's energy right there, blessing this connection or reconnection at this point in time. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew my search was over. Okay? So really, there's a part of both of you that still desires this connection. Despite the distance, despite difficult moments that you guys have had in the partnership. All right, so let's add to this. We're going to grab some cards from this perfect deck for this lost connection reading. A connection lost somewhere in time. For twin flames, soulmates, however way you label your connection, messages for your lost love or from your lost love. This is by Angelic Revelation 144. So Cancer, some of these messages could be from you and what you're thinking about your lost connection, or of course it could be from them. Look at that, soulmate. So not only do we have references to twin flames, but we do have soulmate here. You are my beloved soulmate. We have a special soul bond that unites us and draws us close to one another. Our connection is eternal and sacred. Absolutely. Karmic cycles. I wish that we could just learn the lessons faster so we can reunite soon. This journey has been so hard, and I just long to be with you. So hopefully you guys can close out these karmic cycles after those lessons have been learned, because that's important. We have the end. I try not to cry and mourn the loss of you and I, but memories still fill my head. I try to be thankful instead for the magical times we shared. So during this time of separation here, Cancer, they're still very grateful that you guys connected. They still think about you. They reminisce about those good times. What ifs? What if you love me the way I love you? What if it's not too late for us? What if we just got our shit together and said I do? Proposal of marriage? Possibly. Long-term commitment? The possibilities really are endless if you guys desire a reconnection here. And last card, I ache for you. The end of us was a shock, but the ache that we might never be again somehow feels even worse. So, I mean, it really hurts the both of you to not be together, I feel. All right, guys, so let's wrap it up with one last batch of cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck, The Messages of Closure by All Things Intuitive. This deck, I was told, was created for those who have lost a loved one that has passed on, but it can also be interpreted for those who are at a lost connection via distance and separation. So take it for how it makes sense for you, of course. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. I support your path, okay? So your lost love could be very supportive of wherever you are at on your journey right now. And going back to the very first message from the masculine, I like the attitude that you carry. So maybe, my feminines, you've made a lot of progress in your life beyond these trauma wounds that you have had to endure in your life. And if part of your path is to kind of do your own thing in the meantime, if that's going to help you to heal, then that's where you need to be. And we have a masculine here, perhaps, that's letting you know they are supportive of that. Even if they can't let you know this in the 3D world, you could energetically be picking up that they're supportive of where you're at. Look at this. I wish you love and happiness. No matter what happens here, whether your answer is yes or no, despite an offer to come back together, your answer does not have to be a yes. Do what feels right for you. No matter what, this is what they want for you, is love and happiness. If it's not with them, if it's somebody else, that's what they wish for you. This one says, yes, I heard you. Okay. So maybe you're talking to your lost love when you're alone, when you're thinking about them, when you're getting ready for bed, or whatever random time you're addressing them. Energetically, they might be picking up off of that, whatever message you're sending out into the universe, and directing that towards your lost love. They as well could be talking to you randomly when they're going about their day, or even at night. And maybe you're thinking you're crazy yourself, Cancer. It's like, did I just hear my lost love talking to me? That could be a reality for some of you, or you guys might be having conversations in your dreams. Look at this. Happiness is not a betrayal of me. So again, it's one of those messages where if things are not going to come back together for those of you who either are no longer interested in a reunion, or if life just doesn't bring you guys back together, they want you to know that your happiness means everything to them. You're not betraying the connection or them by pursuing your own happiness, because that's what they want for you. And one last message. Some part of me knew. Okay? I mean, this can apply to both of you, of course. Just your individual intuitions and your gut and your heart, perhaps letting you know what the other person is thinking, or just clarifying certain things for you. So there's a lot to have to do with you trusting your heart and what feels right for you. So which way is this pendulum going to swing? Is it a yes or a no? And at the end of the day, Cancer, as long as you follow your heart, you're good. You got to do what feels right for you. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you, that it offered you some guidance that is helpful. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.